Hopefully you guys have a bag of popcorn because we're going to be here for a while. Possibly. I have a lot of things to address, including some hate I've been getting in some of my videos, and the update on like progress and stuff, and that trip I've been talking about for 2 years, and a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys want to stick around for that, cool. If not, I completely understand. But first, I'm going to get into the initial thing, the title of this video. I quite literally used to hate speaking German, or just the idea of learning German. Back in high school, that there was we have like an international language type thing or whatever. I'm pretty sure all U.S. schools do, and you get the opportunity to choose what language you want to pick as far as your international language goes. We had German, Chinese, Spanish, and I think French. And I definitely did not want to learn German because it seemed impossible. Everything that I've heard about it, at the time, it just seemed really bad. I'm like, dang, like the language is too difficult. People fail out of that class all the time, and I wasn't trying to set myself up for failure. I'm like, dude, who speaks German? Nobody speaks German. So like, why would I learn that? So I'm like, you know what? I'll learn Chinese because I initially wanted to take Japanese because your boy likes anime and stuff, clearly. And well, I wound up taking Chinese for 4 years, learned a lot, spoke it very well, wrote it very well, was very passionate about it. And then it fell off. Why? Because I didn't practice. And that leads me into my next part of this video, which is a lot of the hate I've been getting. A lot of the hate I've been getting recently on, some videos, some old videos, and some recent, not really so much recently, but a lot of people are commenting on older videos that are probably getting recommended by the algorithm. So I wanted to address those. I actually have a bullet point system on my iPad now that I'm reading off of. So let's talk about the most important thing, the trip to Germany, right? The trip to Germany was something I've been talking about for a few years. People were asking me when I first got into reacting to German rap and stuff, and even when I got into reacting to Julian Bam stuff, when am I coming to Germany? When is that happening? Well, initially I had my sights set on Germany in 2020, right? The beginning of 2020. But then, of course, something unexpected happened. The pandemic hit, and it made it very hard for people to travel globally, especially if you were in the military. For those that don't know, your boy is in the military. Yes, I am in the Air Force. Yes, and I know a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, well, I have friends in Ramstein Air Force Base. I have friends in Germany that are in the military. I have friends in Germany that are in the military. They are already there. The process to get from the United States to overseas is actually pretty extensive, even if it is to a place that has already been approved. I had a brief conversation with someone in the comment section. They probably know how it goes, but I'll explain it to you guys when it comes to taking overseas vacation in the military, right? As a regular person, all you got to do is make sure you're vaccinated, book your flight and pick a date, and you're ready to go. In the military, there's a whole process. You have to get briefings and stuff like that. They have to make sure that you have your proper vaccinations, as far as not just the corona stuff, but like all your other little vaccinations that you may or may not need. And then you have to go through a lot of different briefings meaning informational sit downs and stuff that inform you of what you can and can't do while you are traveling overseas, things of that nature. That takes about a month, right? And then at the end of all that, it has to get approved by your commander. The commander could literally say, no, you're not going, because I feel like right now is not a good time for anybody to travel overseas and whatnot. So that's been delayed for a few years now. I've been addressing the fact that I want to go over there, but I haven't been able to. So I stopped making those types of videos because I felt like I was leading people on, even though I wasn't trying to. I even made a video last year saying that I was going to Korea, but those orders got canceled. So I'm like, dang, people are like, oh, well, I can't wait to see your vlogs in Korea. And boom, here we are. I'm still in my room in Florida vibing. You know what I mean? So all to say, there are things that are out of my control. There are things that are in my control. I'm trying to make the German trip happen, but I have to get more details about when that is going to be. I'm trying to aim for the beginning of the summertime. But like I said, I can't say anything is set in stone because a lot of things have to happen before that happens. So just addressing the people that were like, oh my God, you're not making an effort to come out here, The situation's a lot more complicated than it seems. And if you have military friends, ask them. The people who are already in Germany are there, so they can do whatever the hell they want. But the people here in America that have to travel to Germany that are in the military have 5 different hurdles to hop over. My next point that I wanted to talk about was my German speaking progress. I've said it a billion times. You guys have heard me beat this into the ground like a horse that is on its last leg. I am not the best when it comes to my German, but my progress I'm very happy with. It's very slow. A lot of people are impatient. I understand. Sometimes I used to be very impatient because I was learning pretty fast in the beginning, and then it slowed down tremendously. What a lot of people have to realize, for the people who are asking me, because a lot of people are asking me, why does it seem like my progress hasn't really progressed in the last 2 years? Well, I have a personal life. I have a lot of other things in my life I do besides learning German and stuff, and YouTube and Twitch. I have a main job, going back to the military, and then a bunch of other little things I have to take care of. So sometimes, I have more some days I have more time than others to practice. Some days I don't. So, I actually, for a while too, I think I was grinding so hard and trying to learn as much as I could about German, the German language and stuff like that, that I actually kind of burnt out a little bit. So I backed off and took a little bit of a break, and focused on things that, were affecting me in the here and now, which were some personal issues that were happening and a lot of things that were happening around work and stuff like that. So I took care of that, and now we're back here making progress. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Everybody learns differently. There's people out there that can learn a language in a week. I'm pretty sure, and it's completely humanly possible, based on, the fact that there are so many different variations of people out there. Some people can learn very fast. I'm not that kind of person. So, what was once fun for me turned out to not be as fun. I'm like, dang, why is learning German so boring? You know what I mean? I reacted to some videos, and the whole reason why I wanted to learn more German is so I could understand the videos I was reacting to. So I went in Discord, I was talking to people sat me down and they were teaching me lesson style, classroom style. And for me, I'm not a classroom style person, if that makes sense. Everybody has different language, or learning, styles and stuff like that. And for me, I like things that are more engaging, more immersive, because for me, I have a very short attention span and I have a lot going on. And if I feel like I'm not understanding something or I'm completely lost, then my brain tunes out and it brain dumps every single word that someone's telling me. So what are things that I did to try to make the German learning process fun for me, and what made it fun for me? I started reacting to meme compilations because for me, I love to laugh. You guys know that. That's my traditional thing. I love laughing. That is my thing. And then on top of that, I started playing video games with people who also spoke German and stuff like that. And we would switch back and forth. They would switch most of the time. I would listen. Sometimes I would switch myself and try to speak, but obviously my German's not the best at all. So I've been trying different things. I've done GeoGuessr videos. I've done videos where I've documented my progress via a language learning application. I've done podcasts where I've sat down and I've talked to people and stuff for 30 minutes. I did that challenge last 2 years ago where it was me speaking German for 365 days, and I failed miserably because I stopped on day 39 or 40 or something like that. All to say that it's like I said, it's a marathon, not a sprint, and you need to find what makes you passionate about what it is you're trying to learn. So if I'm trying to learn German and there is a way for me to be very passionate about it, but it will also result in me learning 10 times slower than the average person, then I would rather do it my way, where I'm learning 10 times slower than the average person, because I'm not competing with anybody. I'm not. If anything, if I learn a new word, a new article, or whatever, I'm happy. I've won, because I'm building up my knowledge and I'm passionate about it. So I don't forget that, but when I'm learning at a faster rate and I'm not passionate about it, A, I'm not really learning. B, I brain dump easy. And C, whoever's teaching me is wasting their time. So, and that's happened before, and it sucks. Yeah, there's that. I'm about to unlock my iPad. Here we go. So, I was able to how I was able to make progress in the first place was doing things that were creative for me, that were also entertaining for you guys, that brought me a lot of joy and all that other good stuff. So basically, I am going to be telling you in this next segment right now how I plan on making progress this year in 2022, because like I said, my progress slowed down significantly, and I noticed it myself after June of last year. June of last year was a bad time. very bad time. I had a lot going on. I told you I was on the verge of possibly losing my job because of some stuff that went down, and it was just a really not so great time for me, you know? So that kind of affected me in all other aspects of my life. And I realized that there was a demotivation altogether in the gym and everywhere else, you know? So how am I going to get back on track? I actually did a stream yesterday, completely in German, and you guys loved it. Absolutely loved it. I used to do streams kind of like that. It wasn't completely in German, but it was like me reacting to only German stuff in the stream and da 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 da. My point is, going forward, I want to have a segment of each stream where I speak German for, you know, a period of time. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 30 minutes, it could be an hour. And then I'll announce that whenever I go live. But if you guys want to help me, you guys can feel free to join my Twitch streams. I'll leave the link in the description right now so you guys can help me speak better. Because I mean, I feel like all you really need to learn anything is the willingness to do so, right? And for anybody that's watching the content now, and that is actually trying to help me learn this language and stuff like that, and tackle some of the difficulties with the language and whatnot, please, like, you know, help me out. Like, pop in on Twitch and stuff. You don't have to do any weird, like, you don't have to donate or anything. I'm not asking for money. I'm literally asking for knowledge. You know what I mean? So if I'm like reacting to something and in the chat and stuff like that, you know, if I'm reacting to something and you are in the chat, you can like correct me if I'm, you know, translating things wrong, or, you know, you can explain things to me, because I ask questions all the time. Those videos where I'm like, hey, like, why is this the way it is? Or why is this the way it is? A lot of people will tell me after the video's already posted in the comment section. I read it, I learn from it, you know, but you guys get to do that live on Twitch. So there's a link in the description down below. Follow me on Twitch and, you know, join the streams, because they're going to be pretty cool, and it's going to help me, you know, learn a lot more, a lot faster, a lot more effective and stuff for me this year. Also, deep dives, right? I want to get into learning about the towns that people don't talk about in Germany. There's so many places in Germany that I don't know about, right? And I feel like expanding my knowledge on those areas is going to help me understand like the cultural, like, you know, dialects and stuff that are in German. There's so many different dialects, obviously, right? I feel like that'll help me a lot more. And then, of course, more reactions. Obviously, there's gonna be way more reactions, but what we're doing is we're expanding our range, because right now I react to things that, you know, for me, they're hilarious, they're funny, da da da. But I want to expand like what I react to like, you know, maybe more serious things and stuff. Maybe there's some news articles and stuff that are only in German that haven't been translated to English yet, but I can read them now because you guys have helped me all this way, and I've done my side of the, you know, the whole thing, and I've learned, and I've, you know, taken whatever lesson I've needed to take to understand what I'm reading, and then boom, we can cover current events worldwide from Germany, or, you know, whatever. Yeah, like I said, and like I said, like, I'll leave off this video with one last thing, and it's basically, if you want to help, which is totally fine, just join my Twitch streams, or I guess be active in the comment section and continue to let me know how I'm doing and whatnot. But like I said, I did get some backlash a lot from you know, people pointing out that my German hasn't really improved that much, and people pointing out that I haven't been to Germany, even though I've said in multiple videos that I'd be in Germany soon, or in the next few months, or whatever. Like, even when people to this day still ask me when I'm coming to Germany, and every single live stream, whether it's on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch, or on my Instagram, you know, which is fine. You have the right to know, right? But for me, I have no idea when. So like I said, I'm going to stop making videos of me talking about when I'm traveling to Germany, you know, and unless it becomes a bigger problem in the future and people are still asking when, I'll be like, hey, I don't know when, here's the update. But I figured I won't really make a video on any travel plans to Germany until I actually have a plane ticket purchased and a destination set, you know. That way you guys know for sure when I'm showing up, and if you want to meet me, cool. If you don't, I also get it. I mean, I could, you know, I could definitely experience the whole Germany, like, you know, tour, whatever, solo dolo. That's totally fine. But yeah, that's all I wanted to address in this video. It's actually not as long as I thought it would be, but if you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I'm very aware my progress has been slow, but I used to be very self-conscious about my progress with the language being as slow as it was. But then I'm like, bro, like, why do I care? Why do I care that my progress is slow? Progress is progress. If it takes you a year to lose 30 pounds versus a month, you still lost 30 pounds. That's still progress, is it not? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, everybody wants to aim for getting first place, but what do you honestly get out of learning a language super incredibly fast? Nothing. Same, I mean, like you just you know a language now, great. Maybe you can learn other languages and stuff, but eventually it probably gets really overwhelming and whatnot. For me, like, I don't know, I learn how I learn, and I like how I learn. I've learned to just live with that or whatever. So, anyways, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.